Hello and welcome to another video, still on batteries here. Yeah, this is Inquisitive Universe and we're talking about batteries today. Right, so let's look at what is called battery life and battery lifespan, or some people will say battery life cycle, but nah. Battery life and battery lifespan, these are two different things that people tend to conflate into one, which shouldn't really be so. So I'm going to talk about battery life first, and I'll move on and talk about battery lifespan. So these are two related concepts, but they are not the same. Now, when we talk about battery life refers to how long a battery can power a smartphone or any other device on a single charge. So there are some batteries that can, let's say, based on the capacity and the hardware like requirements, there are some batteries that can go a single day on a single charge, 1 day on a single charge, basically. There are some batteries that when you use them, when you're gaming or when you're really like, you're on your phone, heavy users, stuff, 8 hours, 9 hours, and then they need to charge again. There are some persons who, they're fair users, they're not heavy, they're somewhere in between 15 hours or so. Maybe they will need to charge their phone twice. But the amount of time from when a battery is charged full, let's say around between 95 to 100, and between that time, when it's in use and then it runs all the way down to like 5%, I generally always tell people to never run their batteries down to zero. Lithium-ion batteries, it's a bad idea. So when the battery gets to 10 or 5, just turn it off if you know you can't charge it, or you're far away from a power source. If you're close to a power source, plug your damn phone in. Yeah. So that time between 100 to let's say 5%, the amount of time that the battery would power up a device is what we call battery life. So in very simple English, battery life is the amount of time that a battery will supply current or to any device, current charge, the same thing. So from 100 to when it runs down, that's what we call battery life. And then battery life varies between individuals, between individual devices, between different devices, between different use patterns. You could have on the same phone, you could use the phone for a whole day on a single charge. There are some days when you need to charge your phone twice, probably even thrice. Depends on what you're doing, depends on the external temperature, depends on if you're gaming, if you're sleeping, whatever it is that you're doing. So battery life kind of like varies, but it's basically the meaning is how long your phone would last on a single charge from 100 down to 5%. Don't charge down to zero. That's battery life. You understand that? So battery lifespan is how long the battery is going to live from the day you buy your smartphone till when the battery says, you know what, I can't hold any charge anymore. I am done. When you charge it from now to tomorrow, it won't charge, and then you see maybe you charge your phone, it will take like 5 hours to charge. For example, it has happened to me before. It will take like 5 hours to charge a phone, right, from 0 to 100, for example, and then you start watching the phone die in real time. Like with every second that passes by, the phone drops 10%, 10%, 10%, and then in less than a minute, I'm exaggerating now, but in less than a minute, your battery, which you spent 5 hours charging, is gone. That's the end of the battery's life. I'm just like, I don't know if you're getting the idea. So but generally, battery life is when you buy the smartphone or you buy the battery new till when it can no longer function, when it has reached the end of its usable life. And that's what we call battery lifespan. And battery lifespan is measured in charge cycles. So that would then take us to the question, what are charge cycles? Charge cycles can be defined as simply the process of, like charging your phone to 100 and then when it comes back down. Charge cycle 0 to 100, 100 back to 0, 0 to 100, 100 back to 0. That's a charge cycle. And modern batteries, well, when I first wrote this topic on my blog in the year 2020, the average lifespan of a battery was around 500 charge cycles. That's charge to 100 and then it runs back down to 0, one charge cycle. If you do that 500 times, then you know that your battery is living on borrowed time. But nowadays, modern smartphone batteries are a lot better, and they can do 1,500 charge cycles. Some of them, the ones on the flagships, can even go as high as 2,000 charge cycles. So I think with a 500 charge cycle battery, you could use that for around 2 years or so, depending on your usage pattern, but on average, a year and a half, 2 years. A 1,500 battery charge cycle, a battery with 1,500 charge cycles could do 3 to 4 years or 3 to 3.5 years. I'm just depending on average. And then a 2,000 charge cycle battery could do probably even more time, maybe 4 years or 5 years before the battery starts to misbehave. And yeah, that's that. So when you see people say, how long does your battery last? and then you see like it lasts for 8 hours. I say no, I mean the battery life now. How long have you been using the phone? So when you want to discuss this, it's very important to make the distinction. Battery life is how long the battery would live on a single charge. Then battery lifespan is how long, the amount of time that the battery is going to last before it is no longer usable. I think that should be very, very clear. And so with that, we've come to the end. I have topics on this. I'm going to leave links so that you just check it out. But if you enjoyed this video as well as the previous one before, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell everybody. I mean, these topics will keep rolling in so long as you people are here to, like, you know, seek out this content. I'll be here to deliver them to the best of my ability. My name is Jeffrey once more. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. I guess I'll see you in the next one and in the comment section as well. Bye bye, guys.